Aquaculture is the practice of cultivating aquatic organisms such as fish, crustaceans, mollusks, and aquatic plants in controlled environments like ponds, tanks, or ocean enclosures. It is a vital industry for global food productions, providing a sustainable source of seafood while reducing pressures on wild fish population. We have public image due to the fact that our aquaculture suffers negative public cases, severe local environmental degradations, and social disruptions caused by some forms of aquacultures. These are various negative environmental impacts attributed to aquacultures that have most often result from poor planning. This poor planning entails that inadequate considerations and management of environmental factors in the planning and development of aquaculture's operations. Moreover, it may involve issues like lack of regulations, improper waste management, overfeeding fish, and inadequate control of nutrients discharge. Next is inappropriate site selections. It compromises the hospital's ability to function effectively during emergencies and disasters, impacting the survival of affected populations. The proper selection of site in aquaculture is a crucial process that involves considering multiple factors to ensure success or sustainability of the operations. Inappropriate management procedures. This lead to issues such as the mismanagement of aquatic resources, inadequate waste management leading to pollutions, improper use of chemicals and drugs, and failure to comply with environmental regulations. Lack of attention to environmental protections. This underscores the urgent need for enhanced strategies, stakeholder engagement, and adaptations measures to mitigate the environmental risks associated with aquaculture's practices. Lastly is the gold rush circumstances where many sought to join lucrative new industries as soon as possible. Situations where aquaculture's activities, particularly expansion of shrimp farming, lead to significant environmental problems. These problems include issues such as water contaminations, pollutions, and risk of self-pollutions within aquaculture system. Various impacts of agricultures, like greenhouse gas emissions, as agriculture is a major contributor to global greenhouse emissions, with livestock farming being a significant source of methane emissions. Water usage pollutions. Agriculture accounts for substantial portions of global freshwater withdrawals, leading to water stress, reduced biodiversity loss. Agriculture utilizes half of the world's habitable land, leading to deforestation and loss of natural habitats. Nutritional impact. Rising levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide can reduce the nutritional value of crops, affecting human health. Climate change. Agriculture plays a vital role in climate change due to its greenhouse gas emissions or the land use changes. Impacts from land-based aquacultures. So this tells that as the productions and intensity of aquacultures increases, the potential impacts of pollutants from aquacultures increases as well. Furthermore, it is a serious environmental impact of land-based aquacultures, and this is usually occurs when untreated effluent is discharged into surrounding bodies of water. So here are some major environmental concerns about tan, raceways, and coastal farming includes first, destructions of natural habitats like natural vegetation such as forests and mangroves. Next is eutrophications and sedimentations in natural bodies of water caused by effluent. Lastly is the excessive use of resources such as water, foodstuffs, or electricity, and also the negative effects on native fisheries and biodiversity. Here are the following sources of pollutants in aquaculture's effluent. First, we have the species cultured. Due to human activities such as industry, agriculture, and power generation, these activities release pollutants like sewage, exhaust, trash that directly impacts the environment or wildlife. Next is the cultured methods. These practices can lead to release pollutants into the environment, contributing to water contamination. Additionally, escaped fish can also be considered as waste in aquaculture system. Next is the stocking density. Higher stocking densities can lead to increased levels of organic matter, nutrients, and bacterial influence from intensive fish farming. We have feed composition. Uneaten feed and fish excrete are the main sources of organic matter, nitrogen and phosphorus in aquaculture's wastewater. Another one is the feeding techniques. Both sources of it are the uneaten feed and undigested substances, which are passed as fecal waste by fish. Uneaten food excreta and chemicals or therapeutants are the three main sources of aquaculture's waste. Lastly is the hydrography of the site. It is due to source of water, temperature, turbidity, or dissolved solids and nutrients. Groundwater which is often inconsistent in quality and free of toxic pollutants. Flow-through system is a type of system that the particles consist mainly uneaten or regurgitated food, feces, and fragmented tissue. Another one is a recirculation system. It is a type of system that comes from water conditioning devices such as filter media, escaping from retaining vessels or bacterial flows, breaking away from tertiary filter media. Fish culture system, as feed may be lost into environmental through feed wastage, major contributor to the environmental impacts of marine fish farming. Estimates suggesting that about 80 to 84% of carbon, 50 to 95% of nitrogen, and 82% of phosphorus in feed input to the culture system may be lost through fish wastage. Fish excretion. This suggests that up to 85% of phosphorus, 80 to 88% of carbon, and 50 to 95% of nitrogen input into may be lost through feed excretion, feces productions. Lastly is the feces productions. Waste from fish feces can pollute the water and seabed around intensive fish farms, leading to poor water and sediment quality.